Oh, dear, dear empath. I know you want to shut down the narcissist. I know you want to stop that narcissist. So I'm going to give you 10 phrases right here, right now to stop that narcissist. Hi, I'm Rebecca Zung, and I am also a fellow empath, and I have also fallen to the clutches of those narcissists, two covert narcissists. To be exact, I have been exactly where you are. I'm also an attorney. I'm also a globally recognized narcissist negotiation expert. I've been an attorney for more than 23 years. I've helped many thousands of people escape the clutches of narcissists. I want to help you escape the clutches of narcissists too. I've written a couple of best-selling books. I've got one more coming. It's going to be a smashing success. I want you to have it early. So how do you do that? You go to slaythebully.com and then you can pre-order it there. And if you do that, you will get early access to the entire manuscript. So make sure you do that. When you also do that, you will get almost $400 worth of free bonuses. So it's pretty cool. So make sure you do that. And make sure you also subscribe here. Subscribe to this channel, hit that notification bell, all right? Because I do release brand new videos every single day. And I am an attorney, and I'm pretty sure I'm like the only attorney who is doing what I'm doing, giving you real resources on actually how to deal with narcissists in a powerful way. All right. So here are 10 phrases that stop narcissists. All right. Number one is, I agree with you. I agree with you. This is one of my favorite ones. This is one of my favorite ones because it will actually tell you how to, basically shut down a narcissist and stop that narcissist in a way that's basically, I know you're saying, I agree with you. And you're like, what? Hear me out on this. What the rest of your sentence is going to be, I agree with you that we can agree. I agree with you that that's what you think. You just have to be careful that you're not going to say, I agree with you that obviously that I'm a deadbeat mom or whatever. But you can say, I agree that that's your opinion. I agree that that's what you think. You're basically agreeing with nothing. They hear I agree, and it just stops them. Because what else are they going to say at that point? Our empathic nature is to want to feel things. We want to give vulnerably. We want to be in conversation. We want to have resolutions to things. You're not getting that. So that's the first thing that you need to understand here. You're not going to get a narcissist to acknowledge you. You're not going to get closure. You're not going to get them to see your side. But what you can do is start to have boundaries. What you can do is start to have protection of you, protection of your feelings, protection of the toxicity. And that's what you need to start doing. One of the things I say is step one, don't run. Step two, make a U-turn. Step three, break free. So that first step of don't run, that's where you're creating those boundaries. That's where you're starting to say, I need to put up some walls here. I need to start having some place here where I'm not having all this toxicity in my space anymore. Okay. So I agree with you that that's what you think, but you're having a boundary there. And also, if you go to disarmthenarc.com, you can there's some of these, but there's also more free phrases for disarming narcissists that will help you so much. So just go to disarmthenarc.com and you'll get free phrases for disarming narcissists. My gift to you. I'm not going to argue with you. That's number two. I'm not going to argue with you. And if you just say that, I'm not going to argue with you, what can they do? I'm not going to argue with you. In other words, if somebody's pushing on you and you're not pushing back, you just take it away. It just falls away. I'm not going to argue with you. They're looking for that supply. They're trying to bait you. They want that. They need that. That's their food. It's their lifeblood. It's their oxygen. And if you're not giving it to them, then there's nothing they can do, right? I'm not going to argue with you. That's number two. Number three is I can see that you're upset. You're starting to take yourself out of the equation and starting to look at it as if you are a third party. That helps you so much. I just recently heard it referred to as go to the balcony or something like that. You're taking yourself out of it. You're like getting a breath of fresh air. You're breathing. You're going outside. You're taking a look at it. You're surveying. You're looking down at the lawn. I can see that you're upset. You're just looking at them. It's like looking at a 2-year-old that's having a tantrum on the floor. Okay. I can see that you're upset. Just observing them. Number 4 is I hear you. A lot of times they just want to be heard. They just want to be seen, heard, and understood, just like all of us do, but narcissists like so much more so than others. Okay. So I hear you, and it just stops them. Number 5 is just say, thanks for the feedback, trying to bait you into saying something. I saw that you did this and you can't be doing that. And you're this type of a person. Just, oh, okay. Thanks for the feedback. Like if you go, what? I'm what? That like feeds it. You don't defend yourself when it comes to narcissists. It just gives them credence. It just feeds it. Even when they file motions in the court, it's not evidence. Number 6 is that's an interesting perspective. It's again, like, thanks for the feedback. It just stops them because there's nowhere else to go with that. Number 7 is once you've created boundaries, then you can say, I'm going to have to ask you to respect my boundaries. It gets you a little bit more. You're pushing back a little bit more. It may feel unfamiliar. It's unfamiliar to them too, but it's good for you. It's good to stand up. Number 8, your approach is not working for me. Oh, I love that one. I love using it, and I love hearing it when people have used it. This approach is not working for me. I've used it myself when I've been practicing law. This is not working for me, this approach, especially if somebody's extremely aggressive. I've used it in negotiations. Number 9 is just say, okay. Especially if they say something that they think is going to be extremely inflammatory. I want a divorce, or I want just say, oh, okay. And then what are they going to do? I'm cutting you off financially. Okay. When they throw out these threats or whatever, and you just say, okay, there's nothing else more than they can say. There's no more threat there. There's no more leverage. And by the way, which ones are you liking, guys, so far? I want to know in the comments. Let me know which one is your favorite so far. And if these are sounding good, I want you to say that too. Say sounds good in the comments. And number 10 is, if we're going to continue to communicate, I'm going to have to ask you to speak to me in a way that's respectful. You're going to have to be respectful. Be respectful. Nobody can argue with that. And if they do, then you can get up and walk away. Nobody has the right to speak to you in a way that's disrespectful. I always say, what's negotiable? Contracts, issues, terms. What's not negotiable? Your self-respect, your self-esteem, who you are. That's it. If you're dealing with a narcissist and you need additional support and help, betterhelp.com/Rebecca Zung for therapy. We receive commissions, doesn't cost you one single penny extra. It's just something that we offer for you so you have resources you trust. My Facebook group, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung, for a support group. And the next video, how to know when you're being used by a narcissist. So good. How to know when you're being used by a narcissist. Don't you want to know that? Yes, so good. Make sure you have subscribed. Subscribe. And then the little bell there, hit that. So subscribe, hit the bell. New videos every day, free resources for you. I literally have devoted my life to this because I had to deal with narcissists too. So I know the pain. I know the anguish. I've been there. I'm Rebecca Zung. I want you to break free. It is so time for you to break free. So time. So we're going to go watch that next video together. How to know when you're being used by a narcissist. And I'm going to see you over there. And remember, today is a great day to start negotiating your best life. You got this. All right. I'll see you over there.